It's dark in here. I'm on my way to work. Just thought I'd say good morning. Well, this is a good day to feel good. Not because of the weather, of course. I live in Oregon still. All is well.
Why would a person like the Apostle Paul give his life, totally surrender his life to Jesus Christ and everything about him? Because this is a very, very intelligent guy. And he's going another direction with his life. And now the Lord intersects him.
This is it. This is where I live. 3 hours a day, right there at that desk. Not really. I go wandering around a lot. Warehouse. There's a heater up there. There's some junk. Bunch of stuff. That's about it. Junk and stuff. Okay, I'm tired of traffic vlogs too. Selwood Bridge. You may be thinking that water looks like it's the color of mud. Well, it is. We're going to go over here to Dark Horse Comics, deliver a cartridge, and do a service call. We're going to install a formatter on an HP LaserJet 4250N and see if it makes it recognize the stacker, which it just stopped recognizing. We've already tried a new stacker, and we have already tried a new DC controller, neither of which resolved the problem. The old DC controller is still in there. I mean, the new DC controller, excuse me, is still in there. So I'm going to try that first. If that doesn't work, I'll put the new stacker on. I brought that with me. If that works, we'll start taking parts out and seeing how many of them we can not have to charge the customer for. Yeah, there's a mattress on that car. If that thing rolls over, it'll land soft. You know what I mean? There's Mike's drive-in. Looks a lot like an old A&W root beer stand. Just from the shape of the building. When I was a kid, we used to go get them A&W root beers. They keep the mugs, the big glass root beer mugs, in the freezer. They were always cold. They'd fill them up with root beer. Those big glass mugs were so thick they'd hold that cold for a while. Tastes pretty good on a hot day. Somebody told me that sarsaparilla was actually root beer. Back in the Old West, when they used to walk into the bar and order a sarsaparilla, they were having root beer, I guess. I haven't verified that, I just heard it somewhere. So you have to do your own research on these important things if you really want to be accurate. Don't go by me. I just Google it and spit it out on YouTube. It don't have to be verified by me at all. I mean, I freely admit that I'm capable of espousing data that I cannot verify, or at least that I have not bothered to. I just don't care about sarsaparilla. If you do, I think it should be your problem. That's the way I look at it. Sorry. Whee! Look at that. Bobby today. She asked me, as I delivered some toner out there where she works, that if out at the Regency Management location, she asked me, said, have you been losing weight? So rather than tell her that I just been sick as a dog for a month and haven't been able to eat anything and keep it down more than 3 bites at a time, and that they're going to go in and make me swallow a camera here on Friday the 13th in April, and, you know, see if they can find any reason to just condemn me completely or what. Anyways, I didn't tell her that all that was going on. She says, have you been losing weight? And I just said, hey, Bobby, you know how it is. In my compassionate tone of voice, I says, men just get better looking when they get older, not like women, you know. I told her, and she was real happy to hear that. All the other women in the office were too, I'm sure, that happened to catch it, you know. I left right away. I didn't want to stick around and, you know, start dealing with ramifications like I deserved to. But I was wrong, I'm sure, on many levels, but I don't know. Unless I have time to pray about it, I'd probably do the same thing again if I had the chance. So I'm sorry about that too. I am. It says, my dog digs Portland. Well, that was mostly what I wanted to be sure and record. It was so pertinent and salient and monumental and just absolutely needing to be on YouTube that I just went ahead and did it. There's the whole grain store, as opposed to the half grain store, I guess. I gotta go ride the freeway for a little while now, so it's just gonna be noisy and bumpy and scary, and of course other than that it'd just be dull and boring, stinky and dirty. But this way our blood pressure stays high just because of the, you know, the constant threat of death and all like that. But don't you worry about me. If I die in a freeway accident and you don't see any more videos, you just know that I am up in heaven with God in paradise, hoping you make it too. Anyways, like I say, if you don't see me anymore, don't feel bad. I would just like to pray for everybody who watches YouTube videos right now. From the scuzziest buckethead in the world to the most dedicated Mother Teresa type that ever walked the planet, and still has a YouTube account, I guess, or whatever, or watches a YouTube video. I just pray for our souls. We do need God's help, but we were created to get it, so all we have to do is ask. Come and get it. Yeah, traffic, look at this. We got traffic up here, we got traffic back there, traffic over there, red light up here. I was going so slow here that somebody wanted to get in front of me and go slow too. So I let them. Just being a loving, generous, giving, forgiving human being like I am. Or like I wished I was and know I should be. Whew. Does it still work? I just dropped this 310 in the bathroom. Looks like it's still working. Whew! Think it'll rain? It could. The clouds are beginning to position themselves in a way that indicates the possibility. Besides that, it's been pouring down like cats and dogs for an hour or two. So I'm just going to go with the idea that it might rain here, now, more. Blah, 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 blah. Don't leave me any comments about how beautiful that was. I was babbling and daydreaming at the same time. That's kind of the opposite of multitasking. This is the first day of spring. My boss just found out today that the doctors don't think they can fix his knee. The way he described it was after the surgery that he had on it, he went and had an appointment today, and they told him that basically he's too old to run and goof around like that. He just has to accept the fact that he's got one bad knee. I told him to go back there and tell him that his other knee that works is the same age. I don't think he will. I got a board meeting tonight. It's not that we're bored, it's just that that's what they call it when you get together on a Tuesday night and talk about church business. Going to a board meeting. Look at this. It's kind of sad, isn't it? Ice cream truck with a flat tire in the rain on the first day of spring. I don't know what else to say. Let's all just take a moment and cry. Might as well. Your face is going to be all wet in a minute anyway.